What if I told you one of the world's most iconic foods was born out of a gambler's obsession? A simple meal, just bread and filling, somehow became a global canvas of culture, history, and flavor. From wartime inventions to royal cravings, from street food staples to deli legends, sandwiches aren't just quick bites, they're edible stories. And today, we're uncovering 10 of the most iconic sandwiches ever made, how they were born, what makes them unforgettable, and why every bite tastes like history. The classic BLT, crispy bacon, fresh lettuce, juicy tomato. 3 simple ingredients that changed American lunches forever. The BLT became popular in the early 1900s, but it exploded after World War II when supermarkets made bacon and lettuce more accessible year-round. What makes it special is balance. The saltiness of bacon, the freshness of lettuce, the acidity of tomato, all held together by toasted bread and a swipe of mayo. Here's a surprising detail. Tomatoes in a BLT actually taste better at room temperature, not cold. That's because chilling dulls their natural sweetness. Take a bite, and it's crunchy, juicy, smoky, and somehow feels both indulgent and refreshing at the same time. And from something so simple, we move to a sandwich born in Cuba, but perfected in America. The Cuban sandwich. The Cuban sandwich is a story of migration. It originated with Cuban workers in Florida, especially in Tampa and Miami, in the late 1800s. Traditionally, it's made with roast pork, ham, Swiss cheese, pickles, and mustard, all pressed between Cuban bread until crispy and warm. But here's the twist. Tampa's version secretly adds salami thanks to Italian immigrants. A small change that sparked decades of debate over what's authentic. The magic is in the press. The bread becomes thin, crispy, and golden, while the inside melts into a savory, tangy, slightly smoky bite. It's not just a sandwich. It's a cultural collision between Cuba, Spain, and Italy. The egg salad sandwich. Simple, soft, and comforting. Egg salad sandwiches became popular in the early 1900s as mayonnaise became widely available. It's made by mixing chopped boiled eggs with mayo, mustard, and sometimes celery or herbs. But here's the science. Overcooking eggs creates a greenish ring around the yolk and releases sulfur, which affects taste. Perfect egg salad depends on precise timing. The texture is creamy and slightly chunky, while the flavor is mild, rich, and nostalgic. It's the kind of sandwich that feels like home, no matter where you are. The Reuben. Few sandwiches are as debated as the Reuben. Was it invented in New York or Omaha, Nebraska? Both cities claim it. What's not debated is its bold flavor. Corned beef, Swiss cheese, sauerkraut, and Russian dressing, grilled between slices of rye bread. The key ingredient, sauerkraut, is fermented cabbage, packed with probiotics. So yes, this indulgent sandwich has a hidden health twist. Every bite is tangy, salty, crunchy, and deeply savory. It's loud. It's unapologetic. And it's unforgettable. Next up, a sandwich that redefines simplicity. The grilled cheese. Few foods are as universally loved as grilled cheese. It gained popularity during the Great Depression because it was cheap, filling, and easy to make. At its core, it's just bread and cheese, grilled with butter until golden and crisp. But here's the secret. True grilled cheese isn't about the bread, it's about the melt. The ideal cheese stretches without breaking, creating that perfect pull. The taste is buttery, crispy on the outside, and gooey on the inside. Pure comfort in every bite. And while this one is simple, the next sandwich takes luxury to another level. The lobster roll. Originating in New England, especially Maine, the lobster roll is a seafood delicacy. Chunks of fresh lobster meat are lightly dressed with mayo or just butter and served in a toasted split-top bun. There are 2 main styles. Maine style, cold with mayo, and Connecticut style, warm with butter. Here's the surprising part. Lobster was once considered poor man's food and even fed to prisoners in the 1800s. Today, it's one of the most expensive sandwiches you can buy. The taste? Sweet, tender lobster with a soft, buttery bun. Simple, but luxurious. The club sandwich. Stacked high and cut into triangles, the club sandwich is all about layers. It became popular in American clubs and hotels in the late 19th century, typically made with turkey, bacon, lettuce, tomato, and mayo, layered between 3 slices of toasted bread. The extra bread slice isn't just for height, it helps distribute ingredients evenly in every bite. Crunchy, savory, and satisfying, it's a sandwich that feels structured, almost architectural. And from tall and layered, we go to something crispy and golden. The fried chicken sandwich. This sandwich has taken over modern fast food culture. At its core, it's a crispy fried chicken fillet, often paired with pickles and sauce inside a soft bun. But its roots go back to Southern cooking traditions in the United States. The secret lies in the coating. Seasoned flour creates a crispy crust through a process called the Maillard reaction, which enhances flavor and color. The bite is crunchy, juicy, and packed with flavor. It's bold, satisfying, and hard to forget. And finally, we end with a sandwich that started it all. The original sandwich. The story goes back to the 18th century and John Montague, the Earl of Sandwich. He wanted to eat without leaving his gambling table, so he asked for meat placed between two slices of bread. And just like that, the sandwich was born. What started as convenience became a global phenomenon. The beauty of the original sandwich is its simplicity. Bread and filling. Endless possibilities. It's not just food. It's one of the most adaptable inventions in culinary history. From royal tables to street corners, from simple comfort to gourmet luxury, sandwiches prove that great food doesn't need to be complicated. Now tell us, what's your favorite sandwich of all time? Drop it in the comments. And if you love discovering the stories behind everyday food, hit subscribe button to Food Untold, because there's always more than meets the taste.